Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. We are back with another review. We are doing a review for a mini series that is called Washington Black. That is played obviously it's a 2025 drama series. But the timeline of this series, it's in the 19th century, which shows all those old swaggers when we didn't have airplanes, we didn't have cars. So it's one of those movies where people were still having a lot of slavery that was still going on. Just like the series that I initially watched, which was the Underground Railroad, which was similar in the timeline. And I must say that even the way that it was acted, it was very similar. Just in my own point of view, I think that the spoiler alert will be that it does not really reach the class of the underground railroad, which was really a masterclass from Tusombedu. I am not alone, guys. I'm with Andy. She will also give a point of view. But I just wanted to also just to start with the spoiler alert to say that honestly speaking, the love that was shown in this movie was really out of this world, guys. People have stuck together through thick and thin from the get-go when the series started up until the last episode. I must also just emphasize that it was very odd to see the episodes not being played at similar minutes. Some, I think, they were almost an hour, and some were just almost 30 minutes. And that was really puzzling because I was just surprised that like it was too quick for it to quickly end, because for most of these mini series it usually an hour. But Andy, how did you feel about this episode?
Hi guys. Yes. The series really it's very good. I mean the opening of it starts with slavery during slavery time. I honestly want us to give a spoiler free review because there were so many episodes, a lot of things happened. Just to advise you guys to go and watch and just give you guys a bit of what you can expect. During the time of slavery, we all know things were difficult, it was tough, but there was Wash, who was a very adorable young boy who was curious and interested in becoming a scientific. Surprisingly, I honestly don't know how people way back would become a scientific without school and enough knowledge. So I don't know how young as a black person, uh, because we all know during slavery how black people were deprived of information and knowledge. So I don't know how he ended up becoming an expert or rather have an interest in science the way that he managed to be. So that for me is a bit intriguing that a young black man or rather black child end up becoming a scientific or rather have an interest in science. So that's on its own, Jay. It was a bit intriguing for me. I don't know what Lich have to say about it.
Yes. For me, to be honest, I think that science did start somewhere. And for him to be interested on science, I think it is just one of those people that are always curious about things, always questioning themselves, how come the sky is blue, how come things are done this way. He was just a curious boy, and I think that that's where science started. And for him to be interested to become a scientist, it was really something that I must also just agree with you to say that is something that during slavery and you want to become a scientist, I mean, that's something else. I agree with you. It's a very, very difficult thing to try to think about, to try to be free. That's the only thing that people could think about. And I must say that during slavery, how they were showing that people were believing that when they are dead, they are going to be free. So it's almost like if I die, then I'm free. It it just shows the level of how much they were enduring and the pain that they were going through, which, yeah, they didn't spare us in the beginning. We see the master being ruthless towards them. I must say that honestly speaking, even for guys that are white guys that act those characters, you really have to have a liver to be able to act such characters, because I can imagine how much brutality you have to try to adjust your mind to become such a brutal person to mistreat black people like that. We did saw that in the beginning, but again, we also saw him as we see Wash was acting as two characters, the younger part and the older part. We see him trying just to navigate life as a young adult, trying to fall in love also. We also see this young girl who was also being in an arranged marriage. I don't know, Andy, how you feel about that, because this thing of arranged marriages, it seems like it started way, way, way back, where parents will just feel like for the interest of the family, they will want to get people married through being arranged, so that it can enhance their relationship, so that maybe it can stop wars. We also saw that when we were watching Shaka Ilembe, that they were doing similar things, wherein they brought the Xhosa woman into the other side. So yes, we did see some arranged marriages, obviously, also in South Africa, but even in America, we see that it's also happening there. We see also them moving between countries, England and also to America, which shows that like people used to really, really travel all the way from way back. I don't know, Andy, what you want to add.
Yes, I mean the arranged marriage culture. I would say that it was one thing that was practiced across the world. Indians, Americans, Africans. Like I'm sure that it's just one culture that combines us as humans. That all of us believe that marriage kinda forms strong alliances. Funny enough, people nowadays, they just never care about that. Marriage is something that it's for expanding a family. It's when two families become one and all that. But nowadays, I mean, I don't know if we still even believe in that. But yeah, back to the review of the movie. I mean, for me, honestly speaking, it was a very, very, very long, interesting series. Very long, I must warn you guys, but very, very, very interesting. It follows the life of Wash. Like I said, he was born in slavery. He became close to the brother of the master. He became free. He traveled as well. He was privileged to travel around the world. I mean, I even forgot the countries that he went to, but yeah, he traveled with his friend Tits, and during his travel, he made so many friends. And the boats, he met another black guy whom he was really fond of. I mean, the first time him and is it Tits or Teach, something like that. So they built something like a parachuter. I mean, that we will call normally a parachuter. It couldn't withstand weather, and they crashed on the boats. They met some people there. Wash made friends with so many people. I don't know if Lichani wants to add something.
Yes, obviously, they were trying to navigate both their lives. To just sum it up, because we don't want to go into details, just to sum it up, it's just that Tish was also having issues of his own, because it seems like all of them, Tish as a person was a white guy. He was also sort of trapped, being raised by his father, and his father leaving them alone, without a mother, letting them to fend for themselves. And also, his brother was busy just being a master of the slaves, and the other brother was also going through it. So it was just a dysfunctional family, and Teach decided to take this young boy to say that since both of them are interested in science, they must just go and try to find if they can go to see the father of Teach. And it really was something, the story was really compelling to see both of them really treating each other as friends and not much as a slave master and also a person who's a slave. So they go together, they explore together the whole world. They end up meeting the father, and the father was not having it, guys. He just wanted to Teach to say that, you know what, Teach, you must go live your own life. And he really insulted him and broke his heart, which shows that, like, he was one of those fathers that just was just not there, to be honest, for his children. And another thing that I just want to add is the relationship of Wash. Wash was in this relationship with this young girl that he really, really liked that much. But for him, he was sort of living a double life, because his name, he lied about that. He lied about where he came from, his parent. He didn't know much about his parent. So he was just a person who was really dysfunctional, which also just bring me to the point of that many families were really displaced. Many people were living without families, because you'll just have a master and decide to take only a child, have a master and decide to only take a mother. So families were really displaced by the time of slavery, I must say. I don't know if Andy will want to add when it comes to the guy that was really a saver of Wash. Honestly speaking, he really did justice. His name was Harris. Harris was the black guy that really fought for them just to stay alive and be in love. I don't know if Andy you want to add about that guy, because he was also a living life wherein he was having a friend whom the name was John. John was a guy who decided to just be drinking all around. He didn't care about life anymore, and only because he also got his family misplaced, they took away his family, and for that he was just keep on waiting and waiting, and they never came, which shows the level of slavery that it was. It's like once you disappear, people must just conclude that you are dead. To be honest, I don't know, Andy, if you want to add.
Nah, yeah, I think Lichani have just sum up everything that I would have wanted to say. So yeah, otherwise for me the series was great. Yeah, it was very great. I mean, Wash ended up being very much successful in building a flying ship, which I've never seen. But yeah, I guess it was there before. It was a form of transport, hundreds or centuries ago. I don't know if Lichani may want to add something.
No, I think that we can just end it here. It is a nice series. Obviously, it shows that, like, the investment that was done on this one was a really lot of money for them to have all those costume and all the things that was done in this movie. So you can definitely watch it and you can definitely enjoy it, guys. We'll meet on the next one. Cheers.